Blessings, everyone. We're here now. We're finally officially spring. The weather has been very, very, very nice, I gotta say. The last couple of days has been cool. We miss you guys, and so let's get right to it. Let's get right to the updates. Well, you know, we had the pleasure and the privilege of having that one and only Janet Jackson here live at the Garden. And I can't tell you, her show, as always, is just outstanding. So much energy, so much perfection, but she's a perfectionist. And the first thing when you get into the concert, you see the big sign on all of the screens. 50 years of me. Wow, I didn't realize it was 50 years. Big sign when you get in there, 50 years of me and her smile. And then just the overtake of, you know, all of her exquisite abilities as a performer, actor, singer, just her presence and the true love that she sends out to each and every single one of us. Showmanship in every way. I mean, just showmanship in every way. This concert was really, really, really good. I see all of her concerts, but this concert stood out. And you know, the one that before when she has all of the toys and everything, that concert that she did with Usher, that stands out. And this concert here that she had was with Ludacris was simply amazing. Ludacris wasn't no slow poke neither. He just did his thing. 20-something years invested in his style and his form of rap, and what an entertainer he is as well. Talk about changing right on the screen, right in right on stage, not having to go out and change, but big muscle arms and big feet, and I mean, it was just he just gives you something to laugh about, smile about, as you also can sing along. Remember, when these things came out, and it's a history in itself, and it was really, 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 really good. I mean, I can't even describe it. It was just a wonderful night. We all got texts maybe a week or two before, letting us know that the show was going to start at 7:45 as opposed to the 8 o'clock, and did it. Actually started before 7:45, and did they perform? I mean, he performed, I think, until at least about 9:30 or something like that. And we got out of there maybe 20 minutes to 11 or something like that. You know what I mean? It was just incredible. I mean, our seats were, almost just perfect. And, everybody just stood up and just had a good time the whole time. I was with a party. It was quite a few of us, like family. My sister, Patsy, Maura, Lisa. I'm telling you, we're all not hypnotized, but we all just had a terrific time. It was just perfect. You didn't have no problems. You didn't have people being rude, getting in front of you or anything like that. It was just a beautiful occasion. Say that to say that if you have opportunity to catch Janet Jackson and Ludacris, please, you owe it to yourself. Get there, get the tickets. I'm telling you, if we could do something for the world right now, that kind of peace and love that was transmitted all over the place, we really would like to take a lot of kids to see what could be done, kids and that are not fortunate, but just to be able to take them to see a showcase like that of pure genius, pure beauty, and just a moving show that just flows. In fact, you just never wanted it to end. That's how beautiful it was. The same sentiments I felt like for Diana Ross, that kind of sentiment, You just don't want it to end. You just don't want it to finish. It was so terrific, And Gladys Knight and other people that we've been seeing the people. So the next thing up on the schedule is going to be R.E.A.L. That's towards the end of this month. And of course, we had a lot of shows. We had Anita Baker in town. We had an excellent show. We had, Babyface in town. We, being in New York, we pay a lot, but I tell you, New York and California, probably in Chicago, these are the places to see. to go to see the concert. But if you could see him somewhere in the outskirts where the tickets wouldn't be quite as much, go for that too. You know what I mean? But you wind up staying and having a place to stay for the night and stuff. So it might be about the same. So you might as well just stick around New Jersey, Connecticut, New York if you can, because that's the premise of nearby and close, and so with that. And then we have a lot of things coming up on the clock. You know that we have June is coming up. So officially in June 21st, we'll be having the summer, and then we'll have boat rides, and we'll have Pride, and we'll have all of these amazing segments for people to get together with love and joy. And we want to keep focused that, as the world turns, and as we get out and be accountable for our own actions, and each and every single one of us with the responsibility of bringing love and joy to each other, and being able to hold everybody's hands, and being able to hold our heads up with the joy of, humankind, and how wonderful, and what can we do? How can we make this world better? Can we just be kind? Can we just do something for somebody each and every day? Can we just be thoughtful? Can we just be considerate? Can we do something for the elderly? Can we be a good neighbor? All of these things, we always try to focus and stay, concentrate on just our behavior and really the things that really matter. So in that, just the joys. And then, of course, I have to take a moment to say, we just went through Mother's Day this past Sunday. So that in itself, how amazing and how wonderful, our mothers, that, I give you a round of applause. All mothers, wherever you are in this globe, that you stand up and you take a bow. It's a forever, ever job. It never stops. And so we commend you, we respect you, we honor you, and we can't say more than that. Flowers, candy, music, whatever they really like. Make sure, if you wasn't on the top of things this year, make sure next year you be on top of things. Because Mother's Day is like a treasure. It's like life. And because our mothers give us life, that is something that there's just nothing more precious or valuable in this world. One day of life that when our mothers give us this life, it's just, we can never repay them, but we can salute them and honor them and treat them with respect and do good by them. Don't we all agree about that? Okay, so, that is like, the mother is like looking at the oasis, or being on top of the mountain, and then we also have to give praise and everything to graduation time, to mothers and fathers and family, the new generation of graduates, whether they graduating from kindergarten, grade school, high school, college, it's all a symbol that we're coming to a better place. We're getting along with each other. And it has to start in an early process. School or training, all of that's so important. And honestly, I got to witness a couple of graduations. In the last 2 weeks, Columbia has been having just a flow full of graduations. And graduations all over, actually. New York tends to graduate a little later than I believe the kids in the South been graduated probably. But we give honor and claps to our classes of 2023 for outstanding job, and continue those that would further in their education even further with summer school or other programs or master programs. You know, we salute you. We salute, it lets us know that the world is moving in the right place. And that's exactly where we want to be. We want to be in the right place at the right time. And we want people to not just be educated academically, but we want them to have the education of the heart and the spirit, the soul as well, so that there can be no backsliding, that everybody thinks of everybody's life as precious and important, and that uniquely everybody is like a gem and a jewel to the society, to humanity in which they are. Nobody outranks anybody else. Everybody's life is valuable and important from the first moment we breathe. So that's one thing that I like here, that we always reiterate here in the studio, our family here at M&N. We always think kindly of action that brings about justice, peace, love. That's what we're all about. We always have shows that reflect all kind of ideas, and we also bring it to you straight. You see, we don't have to make up propaganda and make up things for a story. We can tell you the stories straight, right the way it is, the way we see it, the way we interpret it to be. We show you the guidelines, we show you the pictures, and we also iterated again that everybody's entitled to the way they feel and their opinion. So, really, democracy and the facts of life, the joys of life, is something that no one can really take away your heart and your spirit. No matter if you the richest person on the planet, the poorest person on the planet, it's just something that we want to reflect on. And we want to consciously always push ourselves to do more and more, a better job, so that when the time is up and the dance is over, that particular dance, and we come back to the reality that we live and then we die, the dying is not done in a negative way, or sometimes it really, really hurts. And now that we're moving forward and life goes on, we say that life goes on, and yes, it does. I also want to make the announcement that we lost a couple of good to myself and to my heart, an outstanding mother, nurse, midwife, one of the sweetest persons in the world. We just lost her on the 16th at about 11 o'clock. And I want to make a special tribute and a special word on her behalf to Isabel Brow Ford, who was here, celebrated her 97th birthday May 4th, and left out on Tuesday, this Tuesday. I think that's the 16th, our girl Janet Jackson's birthday. So I want to say a praise to her. And then we also lost a good, in the crutches of a person that really cared about people, particularly homeless people. Anthony Williams, who passed away. And we want to thank him for all his treasures. Him and Lewis, who's also deceased. But Anthony just been deceased for a short matter of time. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I do know Anthony Williams, his remarkable work with the homeless population wherever he was, And life wasn't always a pretty thing, but just know that he was a good friend of mine, and he will be missed. So we give definitely a shout out. And we could give him the Humanity Award too as well, because he really, really cared about people, particularly people that had the mental illness, or people that were on the streets, people that, had a hard time, and people that he would tell me the stories all the time. And he didn't get a chance to write the book, but to all his family and loved ones, all the people I pictured are homeless, particularly Miss Jennifer, me, myself, Lynn, Jean, and all, just all the people from his companions. And we would do trips and go all over the place, and speeches and just events. He will be missed, and surely missed, and bless him. Peace and blessings to him. And then as we at the end, I have another friend of mine's, Miss Yvette Nesbitt, a good friend, good person. Just pray for her talented husband, who just plays the violin. I'm sure at some point he's going to come and do a show for us. Plays the violin, the viola, the electric, what a sensation. And very hard time for people as people come. But then we also had the new births, so we can concentrate on that, because it's like we never fall far from the tree or the branches. We're always connected, if you want to look at it that way. If you want to look at it that way, in a biblical sense or an eternal sense, or whatever way that's practical or spiritual to you, we cherish that, and we cherish those kind of thoughts of goodness. And we do know that, just the 3 or 4 people that we just spoke about, they left an excellent message that can carry on. No doubt about it. Not just to their families, but to the people that they served in their community. And not just here, but all around the world, And I want to give a shout out to Rob Robinson, who's here, who's recovering, who's another just great. It's good to give people, while they resting and feeling better and getting themselves together, healing. Just a thought that let you know that we're thinking about you, Rob Robinson. Another person that just cares about this world and cares about the people that are struggling in it. The people that are, whatever it is, the homelessness, poverty, sickly. We care. We care here, and our show always represents that. We always have people to represent that. We always have all different types of talent. And with that, I want to say, we are so humble and so grateful that you guys are watching our shows and giving us applause and recommendations and that kind of thing. And we surely appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. And we love coming on the show, bringing you this kind of hope that this world has. And we always leave you with the perfect message, is that we may not be where we want to be, but grateful to be somewhere. And from wherever we are, let's take that to another level. Let's do what we can do across the globe for everybody. Let's get out and vote. Let's do what we need to do to hold the people that we vote for accountable. And if they're not doing a good job, let's find somebody that will. There's plenty of people with a good heart and the mind skill and the education and the sincerity to really be able to make this world better. And that, I hope that when we start with the next election, that we look into goodness. It's not just about, well, when we are looking at it, we got to also have somebody that knows how to make it just for all people. We have to know how to make this world not so expensive so that everybody can have a little piece of the thing. And I know that around this time, everybody comes out, everybody says, but choose for yourself. Take a look at what matters to you as an individual and what matters to your children and your grandchildren, and your nieces and nephews and grandnieces and nephews. And then overall, just your community, your neighbors. And if you see that it's not even half of what you would like it to be, we have to take a good look at, the leaders. And if you want the world to be just for the elite and very rich, that's okay too, because you have your opinion. But go ahead and buy your island and go somewhere and just have everything and let everybody else be at peace. If you can't think about other people, then go on, buy your private island and go ahead, have whatever you want, all the riches and fame and the money that you want, and let everybody else, let them have a free life. Let them have a peaceful existence. You know what I mean? They always say, misery loves company. If you want to make the people, the over at large, all the people in the world miserable, then go ahead and grab the people that, want everything and want me, the greedy ones, and just go somewhere and be greedy amongst each other. And let the other people that just want to be happy and just want to share and get and give love and support to everybody, let them have their space to do that. Is that so wrong? No, it's not. Think about it. Use your heart. Use kindness. Let's make that happen. And so with that, I want to say we love you here. We thank you. And please continue watching.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Real Self Talk Show with Sylvia Gina Hunt, and now take a look at the following highlights from the Janet Jackson concert with Ludacris that took place on May 9th of 2023 at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Enjoy.
B.E.A.T.